one card journal reading for Anthony. I'm using the Moonology Messages Oracle for you. And this is Moon Shining, Stay in Integrity. Let me go to the Bible and see if there's a specific message for you here. Moon Shining, page 90. Something illegal? I don't know why I'm picking up the word illegal here out of all the messages. Don't sidestep. Doesn't matter how tempting the situation might be regarding to the idea. It might seem like a shortcut. It seems like a quick solutions. I'm not sure who's giving this type of idea or how you came about the idea, but it's not going to have a good outcome for you. And that's what the word illegals come to me in this message. So, and that's what it means, stay in integrity, okay, Anthony? And this is the end of your message. May you find light from the spiritual guardian. A journal reading for Evelyn using the Rose Oracle here. This card set, Water of the Rose. Let me go to the guidebook here. You're called to balance out the both energies that you have, the masculine and the feminine energy. Perhaps there's some misinterpretation about energies. You're supposed to have masculine, which is the active energy, and the feminine, the passive energy within you. So do not try to tip to the extreme end on either one. You're supposed to have both of them. And that's the message on this card. May you find light from your spiritual guardian. Using the Twin Flame Ascension deck here. I have two cards for you. Is Acknowledge, Take Responsibility, and the Master Alchemy, Violet Flame Activations. What does she need to acknowledge here? Take responsibility? What kind of responsibility are we talking about here? Everything that have happened to her in this current lifetime and also past lives as well. All that she has ever experienced, it, including now and the futures. How you feel, how you react, what you do out of your life, and so forth and so forth. Because nobody can be responsible for you, Blondie. Not even, for some reason I'm hearing, not even God. Perhaps you believe in God. Not even God can be responsible for you. It's easy for me to say it, but when you're actually living your life, you're not realizing you're engaging back into the same old patterns. So I think this is a reminder for you, this card. The next card is Violet Flame Activation. Violet Flame is a type of healing energy, purple colors. Not only just the green. Green is like healing the heart. Purple color, it's more like healing this soul level much higher than the heart. Because heart, humans tend to look at it as the emotional aspect of it. But your life, it's beyond the heart because you have the soul, because people don't integrating their soul with the heart, so therefore they don't understand their soul level needs a different type of healing beyond the emotions. And that's where this violet flame activation is. You might able to Google it. I mean, on the YouTube, you might able to search violet flame meditations. People will do that type of meditation to kickstart this healing. Is she ready for this? No, she is not ready for it because she still need to do grounding. Then what is the purpose of this card? Master Alchemist. You have to understand that. Perhaps I was just channeling some summary level of information for you, but your guardian wants you to understand that you cannot just heal your heart, heal your emotions, and then still practice emotions. That's what it's trying to say here. But you need to look at the whole being. Who are you, Blondie? What makes human human? Because you have a soul. It is beyond the vessels. People think, oh, I have a heart inside, so therefore emotion come from that heart organs. But that's not it. That's the misinterpretation about human creations. It is all coming from your soul level. Your soul contains all kinds of energy based on what you choose to practice in your life. If you will it, it's gonna happen. But then not understanding there are things in there don't belong to the soul. It has come from the human creation. I will use the term artificial creations. It's like human create robot, creating computer. That's artificial stuff. In fact, human soul can also create artificial things, get stuck in their soul level and not realizing they're doing that. So, and that's what's going on. That's the only way for me to express it, to use the word artificials. Okay. Otherwise, I don't know how to say it because it's not part of the nature. It's just something extra stuck inside that don't belong there. So therefore, it's harming that soul vital energy. And it's trying to tell you, you can master this alchemy to what do you call that? Turn back time? Like remove all those junk that have happened to you. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, I'm trying to find the right vocabulary for this. This is not something you can study. You have to experience it yourself because everybody has their own everybody has their own journey. Your journey is not the same as anybody else because nobody ever experienced what you have experienced. So it's trying to tell you, yeah, you can master this alchemy and we move all those junk that has stuck in your soul levels, whether you consciously or unconsciously aware them or not. Is there anything else I need to say here? Violet Fame? What does she needs to know? I already mentioned about the summary levels. She does not need to do violet flame meditation right now, but she needs to ground herself through wood chakra meditations. But she will know when you connect with your intuition, Blondie, you will know when to start violet flame activations. That's what I'm getting here. But I don't think this is the right divine timing. But I think it's just an introduction for you. I'm guided to end here. May you find light from your spiritual guardian. So reading for Caitlin from the Enchanted Map Oracles. There's 2 cards for you. Encouragement, Magical Map Shifter. Let me see what it is. The upright, reverse. I'm hearing you are encouraged to take a light path, Caitlin. I think there's some sort of spiritual sign through words, through lyrics, particularly music that you're listening to, words that you might have encountered, whether you research them or come across directly or indirectly, whether you're hearing or seeing or writing. So the universe is trying to give you those signs. It's time to take a light path. And that is the right direction. It's affirming that to you. And you are not alone to take a light path in this dark world. And you should able to identify the darkness in this world. Why be the contributor to that? That's something you have to answer. Going to the next one, Magical Map Shifter. You have a higher purpose. To grow in the light. It is emphasizing here about why you need to grow your light. You weren't born, your soul weren't born to be in the darkness. Just because you inherited lifetime after lifetime from your human ancestor who chose the darkness does not mean you have to continue this path. You are the only one that can break this cycle. And it's tied back to your high purpose to take this light path. Pay attention. I don't know why. Individuals, does she need to pay attention to individuals? So it's not it. Pay attention to your day-to-day life. Do you recognize your own darkness? Even when you're interacting with people, do you recognize their darkness as well as yours, the way how you interact with them? This is what this being a shifter, it means shifting your focus, shifting your perspective, shifting how you perceive things around you, including your inside. Are you aware of your reactions? Why do you engage certain things over other things? Are you still refusing to see the truth of the matters? Are you still refusing to see all the cause and effects around this world, and you happen to be part of it? And you are one of the contributors to this dark world. Your energy speaks a lot about you that translate into your emotion, behavior, action, thoughts, decisions. Anything else is that you need to get out your comfort zones. So you can find your authentic life. The life that is lost long time ago. When the humans decide to distance from the spirituals. This is the end of your reading. May you find light from your spiritual guardians. It wants me to do peer channeling for you. Once upon a time, you were You were born in a pleasant family. Land that was used for farming. So you're basically living on a farm land. That's what your parent did, even prior generations. It was part of the inheritance, the land. I'm not allowed to say what area on Earth right now, on this Earth map. In Europe, somewhere in Europe, on the northern side of it, it did get cold. Summertime could be short. So your family sell crops, even animals, to survive, especially for winters when things couldn't grow for foods. Preservations on foods was necessary to survive. There were good years and also bad years. You didn't have educations. So one day you were harvesting, an accident happened, you injured, you had an injury from that harvesting. This is called the sickles, a form of sickle that you use, to harvest. Cut, got cut through. This Sunita has an injury. She injured someone. Was it a sibling? It wasn't you that injured that yourself, but it's like you injured the other person using the sickles by accidents. Couldn't see. The cops were lengthy, blocking what is behind that or next to that. Bleeding happens. You went. You yelled for help. Not sure someone heard it, or so you went for help. Too late. It was too late because of the severe injury. The sibling bleed to death. Fear, shocked, tears, even blaming. Oh gosh, that's what I'm hearing. All my faults, my faults. That's what I'm hearing. It was one of the tragic, saddest moment in that lifetime for you. It hunted you in that life journey, despite it was an accident. But I sense your family had grudge on you. Despite all the sadness in that family, in that journey, whatever life remaining life journey that you have in that family, but I'm sensing there is always this sadness, even on the table, even on in the interactions, even though they didn't, show that or try to show it, but they said, heal in time. We would heal in time. We will heal. That's what it was saying. The dad said to everyone. But some member in the family are sensing that they still hold grudge on you. And Sunita, I feel like you were impacted by that. Not only this guilty feeling that you had, but also you knew your family member were holding grudges on you. Is there Pacific individuals? Yes, Pacific individuals. Doesn't seem like everyone in the family. Because someone said that sounds like blaming you. If this sibling were alive, we could have blah 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 blah. But I'm not hearing exactly what those words were. Even though, yeah, they said, hey, don't feel bad about it, just an accident. But really, when you hear those things like that, talk about the disease, if it were here, if she were, he was, is a he, the sibling, brothers, if he were here, life would be different in that regard, right? Not totally the life in that regard, but very specific situations. So it didn't make you feel good. So I hope you see that blaming, guilty feelings have been encouraged throughout that life journey, living there. It was hard for you to see the light in that because of this negative environment. So something similar in your current lifetime that might pull out this blaming, anger, grudge, guilt, pointing fingers, or even judgment. Somehow it is complex. I don't know how many lifetimes back, but it's just accumulated as of today in this current lifetime. It is not just about this past life story, right? But what happened in this past life story that have inherent very specific negative emotion that you have. They are intensified throughout the life journey that you have as of today, and you will feel this extra intense when, and your guardians say anger. It's keep popping up, anger. It's part of the reason why you're angry. You have to forgive because of very specific individual that you are angry with is also related to this particular past life. Is there anything else? Blaming, self-blaming, sometimes blaming on other people, and it's also related to the anger that's so suppressed in you, in your subconsciousness. And I don't know if you're aware of it when I say subconsciousness, probably not. But do you feel angry? Yes. Whenever you're being triggered by it, whatever that life situation, right, in current lifetime. So be aware of that, why you need to heal, why you need to forgive. I feel like forgiveness goes both ways, not only to that individual, but to yourself as well. The angers, because you did blame yourself in this past life. Anything else? And I'm guided to end it here for you. Sunita, may you find light in this past life readings.